He is actually a developer. And how did you get started with fintech? To start with, when you're growing up, what did you want to be?
So when I was growing up, I wanted to be a news anchor. So I remember kitambo, I used to like close down my room's curtain and like light up the room. Nachukua camera.
That's crazy.
Naanza ku record. And then, you know, what you've recorded had to be edited. So my dad bought me a old computer. By then ilikuwa latest. So I started editing around, kujifunza tu pole pole. Then after that, you know, you are editing, you needed to upload this maybe to a website or a social media platform. So I started learning how to create websites.
Wow.
Then.
How old were you?
That was around class 6. Then 2 years down the line, at around class 8, that's when I did my first website. But now it wasn't uploaded because I didn't know how to, you know, host these things.
Bro. So I have to just make a comment.
Unashtuka.
Can you see the difference between his generation, my generation, or our generation?
Don't say our.
Okay, my generation. Because the way you're talking about the website, it's nothing. See, tuko nafanya hizo hardware, software. That is a keyboard.
Collins.
Good job, bro.
Class 6, umtoi huyu hapa sasa. Alikuwa wale wa carton ya maziwa.
Na gari.
Pekele.
But your stuff ilikuwa fun. But I really like how you know.
Ulikuwa hapo.
Nah, but you know what, bro? Your story, any website vile umesema ulikuwa na edit videos zenu nini. I think it's so cool, maze. Primo, maze.
So ulikuwa na
good job.
Hiyo website ya first ulikuwa inafanya kazi gani?
So mostly ilikuwa tu like aka simple yenye inaoneshana tu hiyo video yenye nimechukua and that's it.
Wow.
So after class 8 nika join high school Lukenya Boys, then nika choose computer studies as my subject, only to realize in the subject yenye inge discover the talent that I had in programming.
Wow.
So nika join Science Congress Club because it's more connected with the computer studies. So I did my first project in 2018. I remember I presented it at Young Scientist Kenya.
Nice.
What was that about?
It was a school telephone booth. Actually, that YSK thing was inaugurated by the president. So we actually presented it to him.
Which president?
Of course, President Kenyatta.
You know, don't say of course.
Oh.
When you say president to this one, is Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. When he was in high school.
Let me tell you. Don't listen to Sheila.
I'm just saying.
Don't listen to Sheila. Skiza, bro. I think it's dope that we're having this conversation because you truly represent the new era, maze.
After ku-present hapo umemaliza high school, uko na interest ya computers. I mean, when you finish school, things happen. How did you stay focused on the IT?
So the way I stayed focused on IT, ni could discover like continual like learning process, because most of the time nilikuwa najifunza. I've never like stepped into a programming class.
Wow.
At all. Na vile ni hard?
Hapana, si hard.
Which language ulikuwa na shine nayo sana?
By then,
Yeah.
HTML nilikuwa rahisi.
Now?
Now I've done Java, I've done Python,
Wow.
I've done JavaScript, around 7 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Guys, we are in studio talking with Collins, and you can hear he's a very inspiring guy. If you check out his website, that's kianda.co.ke, he's talking about transforming payments.
This is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio.
We're still speaking with Collins. Collins is a young guy who's doing absolutely amazing stuff. Kama umetembea kianda.co.ke, that's Kyanda. He set up transforming payments in Kenya. Now, Collins, before we took the break, you told us ulikuwa shanza when you were in high school, ulikuwa shanza kufikiria mambo za IT nini. Exposure to internet, if you didn't have it while you were in high school, do you think you'd be here?
Not really. So I think having internet in school is more of a plus, but regulated, of course. Yeah. And restricted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so did you set up the company while you were in school?
Okay, so once done with the project that I had mentioned in 2018, so for the next year's Congress, the same thing. I thought of now an airtime vending platform, and that's how I came up with Kianda. So I developed like a small app that, you know, using the resources, Google resources, YouTube, and of course the internet that we have in school. So I set up an app that only performed airtime vending services only. And then since I was informed for then, so I had a lot of pressure. So I had to first put aside the project, then focus on studies. Yeah. Then later on in the year, I was done with school. Then I had all the time to develop. So 3 months after KCSE, that was November, December, January. then we launched at late February. Yeah.
Unasikia sasa yeye amemada KCSE. Unasikia vinyana sijui kwa wazazi mnasikia amejituma. Amesema now I had taken a break from this project. Now I'm doing it. The next 3 months is putting it to the next level. After the 3 months are done, your results are out. What next?
So I just rolled out the platform because you had like up to September so that you have the next university intake.
Yeah.
So I asked myself what I'll be doing for almost all those months, 9 months. Huh?
You don't have friends to hang out to and Mombasa in the estate?
Parties to go to. Come on, bro.
So actually, I come from a very rural area in Machakos. So my neighbor is
kwanza
like
salimia Wakamba.
Wacha.
Salimia Wakamba kwanza.
Wasalimia manze.
Ando mamu simwekuo.
Hey.
Lazima wako. So I didn't have neighbors around, so nikakaa kwa computer could develop to within those 3 months. After sasa tume launch the product, that was late February. Then kidogo March ikaingia, COVID ikaingia. Then since our platform ilikuwa ina offer like services zenye ziko discounted, so people wanted to save that extra shilling because COVID was here and hakuna mtu alikuwa anajua how long it will take.
So hii system yako ilikuwa na wakaji na buy airtime kutoka kwako at a discounted rate.
Correct. So like ukibuy unapata like a discount, like almost 6%, 5% depending.
So how do you make your money?
So from those commissions.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have like an agreement with these telcos. But by then hata ku approach telco, you want to do something like that.
I'm sure.
That's what I'm wondering. Say umemaliza tu high school at I want to sell airtime, talk hapa kijana. How did you even get there?
Even I had such an encounter when opening our bank account, and the RM, the relationship manager of the bank, was like, "Is this the correct age?" Because they were holding the ID and they were like, "Ni ukoro unataka kuendeleza ama ni nini?" But after a tedious process, we had to involve even people older than me to assist me. Then tukafungua hizi vitu and we got acquired on different payment gateways.
Are you the business inakuanga wewe ama you got partners?
So definitely, since we're dealing with and we are reselling most of the services, so we have to partner with people like the telcos, Safaricom, other telcos like KPLC.
But you say we. Kuna
so
Collins mwingine hapo?
Yes. So I have a team. When we started, we were 2 of us. Then today we are around 7.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's your role exactly? Wendo mkubwa?
I'm the chief executive.
You're the CEO, yeah? Correct. So okay, so you guys, this is so interesting. Let me ask you, what are some of the concerns my guys walikuwa nayo, your clients? So say for example umewa showcase platform, they're like, cool, nice idea for my young man. Okay. I'm sure there were concerns. For example, which ones?
Number one, I think the age. Walikuwa nadhania jamaa unampea pesa yako tu atoroke tu.
Oh wow.
So we had that issue a lot.
How did you sort that out?
So I think it was just God sent. So within the year of 2020, we won an award, an East African award. So we
What's that award about?
It was Fintech Founder of the Year, East Africa.
You guys were top.
Yeah, we competed with even people who've been there in the market, other big players.
Ugandans, TZ. Hey, nice.
Yeah, so it was crazy. So immediately we won that award, and publicizing it on our pages. Everyone was like, okay.
Credibility sasa.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm looking at your site. It's talking about billing made easier. Clearly, during COVID, tell us about this, Kianda.
Okay, so Kianda is a Kenyan fintech. When we began, we were an airtime vending platform, but as of today, we are a 360-degree payment solution.
Okay.
So we these services cut across utility bill vending, that is airtime, TV, water, KPLC. And then we have payment collections and disbursements. We also have card payments. We can give you a PDQ, Kianda branded PDQ, and you swipe. So if you have a business, then it's an opportunity for
Collins,
you. So we are more of a B2B solution.
At some point, I'm listening to all the ideas that you're bringing to the table. Capital, I mean, where umetoka mabeshto yako wako shule? Where did you get the capital?
So we began with 15,000 Kenya shilling, and it was
what? 15?
Yes, 15.
And what did that go to?
So that one has grown high. It has really grown.
No, but
where did it go to?
Okay, definitely what it went to, registering the entity.
Yeah, cost of production.
Yeah, cost of production. Then, using it as like float with the different entities that we had. Yeah.
Were you paying rent?
No,
it was just in your house?
It was just an in-house thing.
Yeah.
Because by then, tulikuwa kwa nyumba.
But now, of course, the business has grown. You're talking about from 2018. Has this business grown to a point it's paying for all the 7 people that are working?
Of course, yes. We are on post-revenue now, and we've even set up an office. We celebrated our 2 years, actually, a month ago.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Where's your office?
Where's your office?
So we at Thika Road, Trio Complex.
Uliwacha Machakos ukaingia Thika. But I
So,
really love.
That's amazing.
But
yeah.
not really that way. I'm a student as well. So
Where?
I'm KC University.
What are you studying?
Software engineering.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
In line, yeah.
So, I definitely have to ask this question. Actually, I have two. One, where do you see yourself? Because ulianzisha sale ulikuwa high school. Number two, there are a lot of concerns from government, from parents. We're actually having a conversation in the previous hour about, community parenting and stuff like that. When I hear your story, I'm sure there are a lot of young people who've been inspired and a lot of parents who've been inspired. What can we do to curb, to get this children's mind in the right direction? Because somehow yours ilikuwa too focused, like, what am I going to do with this 3 months? Party!
Maybe you were raised well. You
Yeah.
your parents were just different, maybe.
I would say so. I was not exposed to those, parties and everything. Because I've told you I'm from the rural area.
The
Wait.
village.
Guys call us from the village and they tell us the kids have woken up to kunywa cham.
Yeah, so village doesn't really count.
Yeah.
But we don't have those parties and everything. So I'm more like deep into the rural area. So
Yeah.
by the time you end the nearest town center,
Wi-Fi
Umetembea.
mlikuwa mnatumia Wi-Fi uko home.
nilikuwa na hotspot.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what would you tell parents? How do we keep this young people engaged?
Okay, I think the first thing is have an one-to-one engagement with the child. If you're a parent, get to understand what they would like to do is at the moment and in the future.
Is that what your parents did?
Yeah, that's what they did. We sat down and they were like, so what do you want to do? Like that. Then I told them, we can't wait for September, so I'll try and do something just to keep me engaged.
They were already engaging you when you were what? When you were class 6, because ulikuwa unataka kuwa anchor and your parent went out and got for you the computer. So that's one way they enabled you.
Yeah, the
right?
support.
The support. I like that. Now, where do you see yourself? Because now you started as an airtime. Actually, you started out as an anchor wa nyumbani. Alafu now you're a founder of a fintech. Where do you see yourself? I don't want to see 10, but 10 years from now.
Okay, so my Sky Vision plan, of course, is to drive Canada, to be the biggest payment ecosystem, not really in Kenya, but in Africa and world at large. So we want to focus to, processing over 10 million transactions, not even annually, but monthly.
How many transactions are you processing?
So far so
now?
good. We've done more than 2 million number of transactions.
Goodness.
Yeah, and we have above 350k clients.
Wow.
Above 350,000 clients.
Guys. Thank you, Collins. Thank you so much for coming through.
Coloski.
20 years.
You're 20 years
20.
old?
Yeah, I'm currently.
So what is the mantra that you live by?
Good job, bro. What's your mantra?
What's your mantra?
Okay, in terms of
Like, what do you live by?
Yeah,
like
ni
your
words
code?
gani of affirmation unajipatianga unasema me success
Yeah.
is not what is your mantra?
okay, I believe in making a significant mark and
Yeah.
participating in markets that, or even not really in markets, but in a place where I leave a significant mark.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know that Wakamba wamesikiza sahi. Area gani ulisema umetoka?
Masaku.
Mazaku.
Collins for MCA.
Mtoto wenu wa Mazaku anafanya vitu nzuri sana. Thank you so much, Collins. You've really
Thanks, man.
inspired me.
Yeah,
You've
me
really
too.
inspired Kevin.
Yeah.
Tosh is so inspired that amesema, hey,
Amenyamaza.
labda Collins Tosha.
Hey, you got a good job, by the way.
So big
bro.
up yourself.
Good
Thank you
job.
so much for taking the time out to come through. Guys, you can do better. You can do better.
Hey, what happened, my friend?
Thank you so much for taking the time out to speak to us.
This is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio.